Greetings everyone. Today we are going to discuss direct and manage project work process. Before we proceed, I have an important announcement to make. If you are a PMP aspirant, I encourage you to check the description box of my video for essential links. Direct and manage project work process. The direct and manage project work process involves executing the activities outlined in the project management plan to create project deliverables and achieve established objectives. This process ensures the efficient allocation and management of available resources while addressing any necessary changes arising from the analysis of work performance data. It integrates technical and organizational aspects to guide project execution effectively. The project manager, in collaboration with the project team, oversees the execution of planned activities, ensuring deliverables are produced on schedule. This involves managing interfaces across various functions and implementing approved changes, such as corrective actions, preventive measures, or defect repairs. As an integration process, direct and manage project work brings together outputs from other execution processes to ensure alignment with the project goals. During execution, work performance data is collected to monitor progress and assess the status of deliverables. This data, a key output of the process, is analyzed to provide insights into project performance and is shared with monitoring and control process group for future evaluation. Additionally, these insights contribute to lessons learned, fostering improvements in future project execution. The project manager plays a central role, leading the team to construct deliverables according to the plan and incorporating approved modifications. By training and guiding the team, the project manager ensures adherence to the project's objectives while gathering performance data that feeds into monitoring and controlling efforts. This feedback loop helps maintain project alignment and supports continuous improvement throughout the project lifecycle. Now let's move on and discuss what are the inputs involved in this process to get the desired output. So the first one is project management plan, which outlines the steps required to create the deliverable. It also provides guidance to the project manager on how to execute, monitor and control and close the project. A more detailed plan increases the likelihood of successful project execution. Next one is project documents. During project execution, the project manager utilizes various project documents to ensure the deliverable aligns with the plan. These documents may include the project schedule, risk register, risk report, and milestones, all of which play a critical role throughout the process. Now let's have a discussion over some of the project documents. Change log. The change log records the status of all change requests on the project. It tracks whether changes are under review, approved, or denied, providing a clear overview of their progress. Lessons learned register. The lessons learned register captures insights to enhance project performance and prevent repeating mistakes. It helps identify areas for establishing rules or guidelines to align the team's actions. Milestone list. The milestone list details the scheduled dates for specific milestones. It includes all project or phase milestones, which represents significant accomplishments or events with no duration. Examples include obtaining permits or completing a major work package or project phase. Project communications. Project communications encompass performance reports, deliverable statuses, and other project-related information. This document outlines communication activities such as memos, meetings, or emails throughout the project. Now let's discuss project schedule. The project schedule outlines the work activities, their durations, required resources, and planned start and finish dates. It provides a detailed breakdown of tasks necessary to complete the project and includes tools like bar charts, milestone charts, and network diagrams. Requirements traceability matrix. The requirements traceability matrix links product requirements to the deliverables that fulfill them. It serves as table tracing the origin of requirements to ensure alignment with final outcomes. Risk register. The risk register identifies threats and opportunities that could affect project execution. It lists all positive and negative risks, along with corresponding response strategies. Risk report. The risk report summarizes overall project risks and provides information on identified individual risks. It offers a comprehensive description of risk sources and their potential impact on the project. So this was the list of some documents which serves as input in this particular process. Now let's move on and discuss what are approved change requests. When a change is formally approved, the project manager implements it during this process. Approved change requests can range from customer-driven changes to corrective or preventive actions. For example, if a customer requests a paint color change during a renovation project and the request is approved, the project manager will execute the change by applying the new paint color. Approved change requests are outcomes of the perform integrated change control process. We have previously covered enterprise environmental factors and organizational process assets in earlier videos, but I am revisiting them here to reinforce these concepts for my viewers. I will periodically revisit certain topics to help ensure they are deeply understood and remembered. So let me give you a review of enterprise environmental factor. Enterprise environmental factors. Enterprise environmental factors are external and internal conditions that affects the way a project is managed. These factors can be positive or negative, and they are outside of the project team's control. Organizational process assets. Organizational process assets consist of an organization's plans, processes, policies, procedures, and knowledge bases, and are generally divided into processes, procedures, and organizational knowledge. These assets support project managers by streamlining project management tasks. For instance, when creating a project plan, a template or previous project plan can be highly beneficial. Similarly, estimates from past projects can inform more accurate planning. Now let's move on and discuss tools and techniques used in this particular process. Again, expert judgment, project management information system, and meetings have been discussed previously, but I am just repeating them to ensure that the concept gets engraved in your brain. Expert judgment. Expert judgment is a common tool used in planning. It involves bringing in subject matter experts to help plan or carry out a process. These experts have specialized knowledge or skills in a specific area, industry, or technology. For example, if you need to create a project charter and you are unsure how to start, you can hire an expert to guide you through the process. Project Management Information System (PMIS). The Project Management Information System is an automated system designed to assist the project manager in optimizing schedules, managing documents, and tracking deliverables. Overall, the PMIS provides a structured approach for tracking and managing all aspects of the project effectively. Meeting. A meeting may not need a recap since it's a simple self-explanatory concept. Now let's discuss outputs of this particular process. Deliverables. A deliverable is a tangible or measurable outcome that is presented to the customer or stakeholders for acceptance, or you can say that a deliverable is a part of the product that is presented to the customer or stakeholders for acceptance. Each phase of a project contributes to the completion of a deliverable. But how do we determine if a deliverable meets the required standards after the project team has developed it? It is deemed satisfactory when it is formally accepted by the customer or sponsor. Similarly, how do we know when a phase is complete? A phase concludes when its deliverable has been reviewed and accepted by the customer or sponsor. Projects often consist of multiple phases, and it is the project manager's responsibility to define these phases. Each phase is designed to produce specific deliverables that are presented to the customer for acceptance. The outputs from one phase frequently serve as an input for the next phase. The 49 processes outlined in this book generally occur within each project phase. Work performance data. Work performance data refers to raw, unprocessed information about the work completed. It indicates the status of tasks but lacks analysis or context, making it less useful on its own. Typically, work performance data is an output of executing processes. For example, a software developer might report work performance data as completing a module with 500 lines of code over 3 days at a cost of $2,000. While this provides basic information about the work done, it does not give insight into the project's overall status, such as whether the module meets quality standards or aligns with the project's timeline and goals. Issue log. During a project's lifecycle, project managers often encounter unexpected problems, gaps, inconsistencies, or conflicts that require immediate action to prevent adverse effects on project performance. The issue log is a project document where all such issues are recorded and tracked. Data captured in the issue log may include details necessary for resolution. The issue log will help the project manager effectively track and manage issues, ensuring that they are investigated and resolved. Change request. A change request is a common output during the execution, monitoring and controlling, and closing phases of a project. It includes when a stakeholder such as a customer, sponsor, or project manager requests changes to the project management plan. These changes may involve adjusting the scope, timeline, or budget. Change requests addresses corrective actions to get the project back on track, preventive actions to avoid future issues, and defect repairs to fix broken components. For example, a network switch memory failure during a network upgrade project would require a defect repair. Project management updates. Updates to the project management plan involve changes to one or more components of the plan as a result of completed processes. For instance, while controlling the schedule, the project management plan must be updated to reflect completed tasks and progress. Project document updates. Project documents may also require updates as part of process outputs. For instance, during the identity risks process, discovering a new risk necessitates updating the risk register. There are 33 project documents that may need updates depending on the project's circumstances. Activity list. The activity list details the scheduled activities required for the project, including activity identifiers and scope descriptions. This list helps estimates activity durations and ensure team members understand the required work. For projects using rolling wave planning or agile methodologies, the activity list is periodically updated as the project progresses. Assumption log. The assumption log tracks assumptions made during the project. These assumptions, along with constraints, can influence schedule development and impact the sequencing and dependencies, lead and lag between the activities. Lessons learned register. As discussed, the lessons learned register captures insights to enhance project performance and prevent repeating mistakes. It helps identify areas for establishing rules or guidelines to align the team's actions. You might be wondering why the lessons learned register appears as both an input and an output. To clarify, take a look at the heading of this output, Project Documents Updates. Each time we execute a process, we gain new insights which are then documented and updated in the appropriate register. Requirements documentation. Requirements documentation is a written record of a project's needs, wants, and constraints, and how they meet the business needs. It's a crucial guideline for a project team, serving as a detailed map to help them understand what is needed to produce the desired result. Risk register. The risk register identifies all project risks, their potential impacts, and planned responses. Risk responses may include adding contingency time to specific activities. Stakeholder register. The stakeholder register lists all stakeholders involved in the project. It is used to determine which stakeholders may influence or impact project quality, helping to manage their engagement effectively. Organizational process assets updates. Organizational process assets updates are the process of improving and refining a company's procedures, historical data, and knowledge base. These updates are based on the lessons learned from current projects. Thank you for joining me today. I appreciate the time and attention of all my viewers. For those of you preparing for project management exams or certifications, I encourage you to explore my other videos for more in-depth coverage on related topics.